Okay, this is one of the a chart, and it is a table in which uh, corresponding cumulative distribution functions for the independent variable z for the here, right. This table should be used to solve a few of the problems here. Okay, so I will share this table also. It is available in the index of the our Richard Williams book, and I have taken a pic of it, and it is added in the PPT, and this table will be used. It is related to a normalized Gaussian cumulative distribution function. We have discussed it. Normalized Gaussian PDF will be in this fashion, and it is the a PDF, and it is corresponding a CDF. All right. So for that reason, we are going to discuss this chart, and this chart is used for the calculation purpose. Okay, we'll go ahead to just then it is what the corresponding, it is the corresponding a PDF. So it is the normalized Gaussian PDF. Always the area will be 1. Always the area will be 1. So these are the variables varying from 0.1 to 0 to 3.1, and this is what 0 0.01, 0 0.21, 0 0.52. These are the columns, and these are the rows. So it is nothing but 0.6. What is the meaning of this is 0.63. What is that value? To 0.2357. If you want to calculate 1.27, here 1.2 is there. Where is 7? Here it is. So what is this value? 1.27. Where it coincides? Here it is. The value is 0.3960. Right? So this table is used for the calculations of the probability density function. So you should be knowing the how to use these two tables, then that helps to solve the problems here, right. So the random variable z is normalized Gaussian. If this is the question, means you should make use of this table, and this table is applicable for a normalized Gaussian. We have discussed it. What do you mean by a normalized Gaussian? A probability density functions and respective cumulative distribution functions, respective equations. All those things are discussed. Okay, and you will come to know what is its mean and variance in upcoming classes. And they have said the property of this normalized Gaussian is its mean is 0 and variance is 1. Then if that is the case, means find the probability of the curve varying from 0.05 0.505 to 1.456. This is 0.505 somewhere here, and it is minus sign. Because of that, it lies somewhere here. So it is 0 to 0.505 somewhere here. This is what a minus 0.505 to somewhere here, and 1.456. So I guess it is what a minus 0.505 to assume that it is 1.456. In that, what could be the probability? This is asked here. This is the question here. For this normalized probability density functions, then calculate the probability between this range. Then we need to calculate the value for a 0.505, then note down the value for 1.456, then add those two. That gives the complete probability between the values. Okay, now First we'll calculate what is the probability density function at a 0.505. So can I round it up to 0.51, because here only two digits after the decimal points are available. For that reason, can I round it up to 0.51? Okay, where is 0.5? Here it is. Where is 0.1? Here it is. Where they are coinciding? Here it is. So 0.01, that gives 0.1950, that is written here. Okay, now let us calculate the value of 1.456. So 0.456, the third digits is not available in the chart, so can I round it up to 1.46? Then let us find out 1.46. 1.4 can be observed in the column, then this 6 can be observed from the row. First calculate 1.4, it is here. Then 6, where is 6? Somewhere it is here. Then where they are meeting, they are meeting at this point, then value is 0.4279, that is written here. All right, so we have calculated, it is a minus sign here. At this it is 0.1950, at this point it is 0.4279, and add these two, then we will get the probability in this region. So that the value is 0.6229. Is that okay? If this is the question means, then that can be solved using this table. You should know then what is the value of PDF at 0.505, then what is the value of PDF at the point 1.456. This meaning of minus sign, it is existed left side of the y-axis, right? It is existed at the right side of the y-axis. Then calculate those two values, add them, we will get the value here. Okay, consider the random variable z is normalized Gaussian and its mean is 0 and variance is 1. Do not worry, it's the property of this normalized Gaussian, right? Find the probability in this range, minus 1.0032, 2.392. So it is nothing but, it is a minus sign, it lies somewhere here. All right, then 2.392 some here, right side of the y-axis. Then if these 2 points are given, then find the probability between this area. That is asked question here. For that, first calculate the probability at 1.003. But so can we round it up to only 1.00, so that it is rounded up to only 1. So what is the value at 1? You can see here it is 0.30398. Sorry, here it is 1.0, no, 1.0, it is there, 0.3413. all right, after round up it is 1.00. okay, now we need to calculate PDF at 2.392. after round up it will be 2.39. all right, so 2.3 it is here, 2.3 it is here, then 9 where it is here, it is here, then where they are meeting, they are meeting at this point. So 2.39, 4916. all right, then add these two values, 0.3413 and 0.4916. that gives a value as 0.8329. all right, Then can you calculate this? Find the probability for the random variable. It is varying from minus 2.3352 to 2.392. After round up it will be 2.34. After round up it will be 2.39. Then calculate and send me your result, or else write it in an assignment book. All right, we go ahead. Actually it is solved, but cross verify the result. It is 0.7162. all right. Then here this table is a PDF table, probability density table. Now one more question here. They will give the probability, then they will ask for the value of independent variable A. Here the reverse question it is. In previous case the values of independent variables were given. In that range what is the probability were asked. But here the probability is given. The cumulative distribution function is given 0.6660. Then what is its corresponding independent value? If that is the case, means here it is capital F, so that we need to refer the cumulative distribution function, a table. Previously we used a probability density function table, right? Now because of this capital F, we need to make use of a cumulative distribution function table. Then search for 0.660 in this table, then write down its corresponding value. Here it is reverse engineering, right? Then search for the value of 0.660. Let me zoom it where it is there, somewhere here 0.66. you can see here it is existed in this case. Is it more suitable? 0.660, here it is 0.664. so if you compare, then it will be our requirement. Then this is the probability value. For this, then calculate the independent value. For this, the 0.4 and 0.3, that is the value here. So what will be the independent variable value for the probability? 0.664. here it is 0.43. Don't get confused, here one extra zero is added. You should not write this as 0.403. that's not the case here. It should be 0.43 itself, right? So what should be the result here? What is the value of A? It is 0.43. keep that point in mind. So referring the table and writing the answer, that's it, right? Now for this 0.6320, it is the probability. Then calculates its corresponding independent variable B. All right, so search for the value of 0.632, somewhere here 0.63. okay, see here you can take either this value or this value, which is more suitable here. It can be treated as 0.63. it can also be treated as 0.63. the answer would be 0.33 or else 0.34. both are acceptable, not an issue here. 0.6320, here 0.63 or else 0.633. both are okay. If you write 0.33 or else 0.34, both are acceptable, right? Okay, here the answer is 0.33 or else 0.34. here it is a previous value is copied, so that it's showing the wrong result. Okay, I guess you can calculate this one, 0.5844. then search for 5844, then write the value of C. Okay, so here I have written here it is as a 0.21, then cross verify. Okay, in first table a PDF is given, So they will give the range, then calculate the corresponding PDFs, means probability. In one more case, they will give the PDF itself, then they will ask you to calculate the independent variable value, right?